What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the biggest release week probably of the entire year. Not only do we have all the Halloween 4Ks coming out, I have them all on pre-order. I bought 2 of them on Sunday. I didn't want to chance anything. There's so many other new releases coming out. We have Space Jam 2, the Monster movies, The Hunt for Red October 4K, What Lies Beneath, Dead Again. There's so many options and something for everyone out there. So let's hit up those stores today. I'm going to the Best Buy that I've had luck with, so cross your fingers that I could find some great stuff today. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Heading into location number 1, it's Best Buy. In the new releases at Best Buy, we have the American Psycho Steelbook. Now I have this on pre-order. It's coming to my house today, so no need to pick this up here. But this is probably one of the best steelbooks of the year. It's got the clear slipcover on it. You lift it up and it's a different picture. It's only $19.99. That's actually a really good price for that. We do still have one copy of the thing on 4K. There's one Clockwork Orange 4K. I'm thinking about picking that up because I know how elusive it is, so that's a possibility. We still have Cruella, Unbreakable 4K, still got some Vertigo, Steelbook, and 4K. Mortal Kombat Legends, A Quiet Place Part 2, but I'm not seeing any of those Halloweens. Let's go on over to the other side. On this side is Space Jam. So we have the Space Jam 2 Steelbook. I'm not picking this up. I didn't absolutely love the movie and the cover artwork is lazy. There's the original Space Jam. That's lazy to me. Space Jam 2, equally lazy. So I will not be picking those up until they're about $5. So until that happens, I won't be getting them. But here's also the 4K and the Blu-ray, all different covers for all 3 formats, so that's pretty cool. We do have one Black Widow Steelbook, tons of F9, one F9 Steelbook. Here is Night of the Animated Dead. Not really sure what that's about. I think it's a animated version of Night of the Living Dead, so that's pretty cool. Still have copies of The Forever Purge on 4K and Blu-ray. We have In the Heights, Shawshank Redemption 4K, one 3 from Hell Steelbook, but I'm not seeing any of the Halloweens or any of the other big new releases, so let's go in the back and see what we can find. In the new releases in the back section, we do have Halloween 1 and 2, but not 3, 4, and 5. I looked everywhere and it is not here, so thank God I pre-ordered those because they are not in store here anyway. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to a different Best Buy to see what they have, but they do have the 4K of the classic monsters. You get all 4, Dracula, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, and the Wolfman. I kind of wanted the Steelbooks, but they're not here. This is $64.99. Plus you get the Invisible Man. The Invisible Man is not out on Steelbook, so that's a possibility for me because to have older titles like that on 4K is a very rare thing, so that might be a pickup for me today. We also have Escape Room Tournament of Champions on Blu-ray, $22.99. Not going to be grabbing that today. A little bit too expensive, maybe for a Black Friday or when it goes on sale in the future. But that's pretty much it. I'm not seeing anything else for new releases. Let me quickly scan, but I don't believe I see anything. These are all the same titles that we've been seeing over previous weeks. So I'm actually not that impressed with things that are out today because I expected to see Halloween 1 through 5, and we did not get that today. So thank God I did that pre-order. Also for the American Psycho Steelbook, even though they did have copies here today, but I'm a little disappointed. I might have to go to another Best Buy just to see what they have. Best Buy location number 1, kind of a win and kind of not. They did have some new items and some things they did not have in stock. They did have Halloween 1 and 2, but not 3, 4, and 5. They did have the American Psycho Steelbook. They did have the 4K Monster set, but not those Steelbooks. And I really wanted to see those Steelbooks. Plus, there were other new releases that we did not see in stores. So I'm thinking I'm going to go to another Best Buy location just to see what they have, just to see if they have different items in stock. And if not, I guess that's it for the day. But we will go to another Best Buy and see what they have. We'll probably go to Walmart and the Target. We're not done yet. We're just getting started. So let's go to Best Buy location number 2. Here we go. Best Buy location number 2. Let's see if they have some Halloween 3 through 5 4Ks. In the new releases at Best Buy location number 2, we do have the American Psycho Steelbook, and I was worried about that one. Turns out both locations had about 3 copies. We have The Thing on 4K, a couple of copies there. They do have a Clockwork Orange on 4K, but no slipcover. What's that about? No slipcover. Quiet Place Part 2, all the other releases from the past couple of weeks, and Cruella. Come around to the other side. We do have Space Jam 2, Blu-ray, 4K, Steelbook, original Space Jam on 4K. But I am not seeing the Halloweens or any of the other new releases, so let's go to the back section and see what they got over there. In the back section at this location of Best Buy, they do have Halloween 1 and 2, but not 3, 4, and 5. So thank God I pre-ordered those because they are not in stores. They do have a couple more copies of the classic monsters on 4K. No steelbooks here. So I'm happy I came to this location. Now I know, and I can be happy with what I got. And I'll show you what I got at the very end of the video. They do have copies, plenty of copies of Escape Room Tournament of Champions, more Black Widow, plenty of copies of Blu-ray, a couple copies of Cruella. They do have a couple of copies of Black Widow Steelbook, Out of Death with Bruce Willis, tons of F9, tons of 4K copies. We also have more Fast and Furious and Hobbs and Shaw. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'm not even seeing any of the other titles. The Audrey Hepburn collection, no Dead Again, or What Lies Beneath. I'm actually pretty surprised. Maybe they'll be at Walmart. Probably not, but we're gonna go to Walmart and Target and see what we can find over there. Best Buy location number 2, pretty much the exact same situation as Best Buy location number 1. They had Halloween 1 and 2. They had the Monster Collection on 4K, not those steelbooks. So at least I have the peace of mind knowing I came to the second location. I know what they have. Not very much. Not very much at all, which is surprising because there was a lot of new releases today and they only had a select few. But we're not done yet. We're going to Walmart and we're going to Target, so let's go off to Walmart. Here we go. Stop number 3 is Walmart. In the new releases at Walmart, for some reason F9 is still the display. But we do have Space Jam on 4K Blu-ray. Here is the 2-film collection pack of the second and the first one with Michael Jordan. It's also available on DVD in a different cover, so that's pretty cool to see. They do have Escape Room on Blu-ray, DVD, and they also have a double pack of both movies on DVD as well. Didn't realize they were going to have that, so that's good to know. They still have plenty of copies of The Forever Purge and plenty of F9 as well. They do have that 4K of Cruella with the slipcover that I missed out on last time. I'm questioning whether to pick up that today or not. I'm not sure. God, I'm torn. I don't know what to do. I gotta think about it. They still have some copies of Black Widow on 4K, plenty of Boss Babies, and also Peter Rabbit 2. In the middle aisle of the new releases, kind of empty. I don't know if we just went on a spree and people had to have crazy Walmart titles. I'm not really sure what's going on, but they have this C.I. Ape. C.I. Ape. Oh my gosh. A secret agent who does not work for peanuts. That's amazing. The slipcover alone is kind of tempting, but I'm not going to go there. Just when you think Walmart can't get any crazier with Tooth Fairy: The Last Extraction, they come out with C.I. Ape. They also have a Hallmark title right in front of me. We all know the plot line. Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, they hate each other, then they fall in love. The end. Next up we have The Last Inn. I guess looking kind of scary, going into a haunted house, graveyard kind of situation. The Evil Next Door. Is that new? It might be new. I'm not really sure about that one. They have The Power. There's this movie called, based on a true story, Death Alley. That's kind of interesting looking. We have Funhouse down here. Let's check this one out. Funhouse, Break the Internet or It Will Break You. That sounds crazy. There's still that Village of the Vampire with that disgusting blood running down his face. I can't even with that one. Then we have all the ones we've been seeing: Spiral, Midnight in the Switchgrass, Raya, SpongeBob, Bruce Willis Out of Death. Moving on to over here, we got some Dino Movies, Jurassic Hunt, Hatched. I think this one's new, Hatched. That one looks pretty good, pretty crazy for a D movie title. Still got copies of The Seagull. We have Skinwalker, A Curse Won't Stay Buried. Still have copies of Black Pumpkin, Sunset Over the Killing Fields, Lansky, Fatal Raid. Still have Shark Huntress. Oh, there's that VC Andrews title. My mom wants me to pick this up for her. Oh, I guess I have to now that she's gonna see this. Okay. Still have copies of The Wraith. Oh, we finally have copies of Slacks, the Killer Jeans movie. The best movie about killer jeans. That's interesting. Not. The Unthinkable and Stay Out of the Attic. But your collection is not complete without Dolly, the ultimate collection. Always a good time going inside Walmart and seeing those crazy titles, but yet again, only a select few of the new releases were there. The big question is, did I pick up that Cruella 4K slip? Did I double dip on Cruella? You're just gonna have to wait until the very end to see, but our last location is calling, and that is, of course, the Target. Last stop of the day is the Target. We're going into Target. We're going into Target. And the new releases at Target. So they do have a lot of Space Jam here. They do have copies of F9 as well, but they do have the double pack of Space Jam 2 and original Space Jam 4K. They have the exclusive Target, which I did not know they were going to have, with collectible character cards. So if you're really into Space Jam, you might want to pick that one up. Regular Blu-ray. They have DVD. They do have Escape Room Tournament of Champions and the double pack on DVD. They do now have copies of The Forever Purge on 4K and Blu-ray, as well as DVD. They do have the copy of The Nevers Season 1 Part 1 on Blu-ray. First time seeing that out today. Still have copies of the Cruella Gallery Book, Digibook, whatever you want to call it, the Special Art Edition at Target. And they also have Night of the Animated Dead, Blu-ray and DVD. However, Blu-ray here is $19.99. I believe at Best Buy it was about $17.99, so it is cheaper over there. In the middle aisle at Target, it's a lot of the same things that we've been seeing. The only new thing that I see are these Clint Eastwood collections. They are on DVD, volumes 4 and 5. So for $12.99, it looks like you get 4 of his films. And then for $29.99, you get a lot more. So you might want to get the volume 5 for $30 and a lot more movies, about eight movies, I believe. So that's pretty cool. It is holiday time coming up, so if someone in your family loves Clint Eastwood, you might want to consider getting them that for Christmas as a gift. But that's really only the newest thing that I see. Everything else is pretty much the same thing. They do have the James Bond collection. However, it is a cheaper price at Best Buy online, so you might want to check that out if you're interested. As far as steelbooks go, they ain't got nothing. They got 1917 and Jaws. That's pretty much it. Holy Paw Patrol. Back at home, it's time for me to show you what I got when I went out today. And I'm so happy that I waited to film this, because when I arrived home, there were packages waiting for me on my doorstep. All of my pre-orders came in today. I thought I wasn't getting my Halloween 3, 4, and 5 until next week. So getting them in early, I was extremely excited. So here's what I got. And I'm going to start with the Halloweens, because that's the big new release today. Here we go. So yes, I have duplicate copies of 1 and 2, because when I went Blu-ray hunting with Dave Durant Cinema and Tony P on Sunday, I got caught up in the moment, and all of us bought Halloween 1 and 2. Even though I already pre-ordered it, I got them again. So I have 2 copies of 1 and 2. I don't mind. I might keep them all wrapped up in the plastic. I might give them away. I have no idea. But here's Halloween 1 and 2. But here's the elusive Halloweens that I could not find in stores today. 3, 4, and 5. So let's start with 3. Here is Halloween 3. This is what it looks like. A lot of people say this is their favorite cover because it just looks awesome. It is one of the best covers, I do have to say. This is pretty cool. Now, what is awesome about these Halloween 4K packages? They are solid. I thought, and I think everyone thought, these were just going to be slip covers. They're not. They are boxes. If you could see that right there, I haven't taken the plastic off yet, but they are boxes. Solid. So nice. Excellent packaging. So well worth I believe I paid $27.99 for each of these. Well worth the money because this is quality and it's going to last for a very long time. If you take care of your stuff, it's going to last. So that's Halloween 3. Here is Halloween 4. There we go. So there is the cover. Michael holding the knife, and there is the little girl. I've never seen 3, 4, and 5, so I don't really know the plot line, so don't spoil anything for me down below in the comments, okay? But there's the image of the little girl, Danielle Harris. I know she plays his niece. Her reflection is in the knife. It's just awesome. And then here is 5. He's holding like not the devil, but death's, I don't know, like sickle, is that what we call it? But he's holding that. I'm not sure if he uses that in the movie or not. Probably not. It's probably just the case. They decided to go with this picture. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I like all of them. You know what? Let me show you 1 and 2, just in case you didn't see my other video, which you should. I don't know why. But let me show you 1 and 2 just in case. So here is 1. Just Michael with a bunch of leaves. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then here is 2, Michael with some leaves again. Leaves again. And he's right outside the hospital because Halloween 2 is all about the hospital. So the hospital's in the background there. I'm just wishing we had some Laurie Strode on some covers, you know, because she is the other half of Halloween, especially in these movies. So I wish we had a little bit of Jamie Lee Curtis on the cover, but we don't. That's all right. She is on the back though. She's on the back. If you can see right here, she's on the back right there. So she is a part of it, just not on the cover. It's all about Michael. So those are all the Halloween 4Ks I got in. So excited. I'm on a physical media high right now. If you could not tell, I'm so ecstatic. I'm so happy. Ken, I apologize. I know you're still waiting for yours. I'm praying that you get a notification sometime soon. Alrighty. Let's move on to, the other part of what came in the mail today. And that is the American Psycho Steelbook. So excited about this one. I pre-ordered just to be on the safe side because I thought for sure these would be very difficult to find in store. They were available in both locations I went to. There are about 3 copies in each store. Not bad, but I didn't want to chance it. So here's what's cool about it. Ready? It's got the clear slip. There we go. One of the coolest steelbooks of this year. Pretty awesome, I do have to say. And let me quick show you. Okay, so here's the back with the hatchet. And then here is the inside. If you guys have seen American Psycho, you know one of the most important things to him is the business card. The business card is on the inside of the steelbook as like the decorative art. That's pretty cool. And that's what the discs look like. There's really nothing on the other side. It's very difficult to see, so I'm not going to take the discs out. But I did want to show you that steelbook. It is pretty awesome. So if you're questioning buying it or thinking about it or hesitating, now you know. You know what it looks like. Go out there and pick it up. It's only $19.99. It's a really good deal. Not too expensive. So I would go for it if I were you. Go for it. All right. So what did I get in store today? If I got that in the mail, what did I get in store? Yes, I picked up the Universal Monsters Classic Movie Collection on 4K, all 4 movies. Now, they were supposed to have steelbooks as well. The steelbooks were not in either store that I went to, but this one is the better deal. And I'm actually going to do an unboxing of this one because I've already opened it. The plastic is off, as you can see. This collection is gorgeous. And when I say gorgeous, I mean gorgeous on the inside. I cannot wait to show you. As soon as I saw it, I said, I'm doing an unboxing of this collection. So if you have the choice to go between steelbooks and the 4K, and you know me, I'm the steelbook queen, go for the collection because you also get the 4th movie. The steelbooks only had 3 of them, and the collection, you get The Invisible Man. So I would definitely go with the 4K collection. The unboxing video for this will be up in the next day or so, so be on the lookout for that one. It's not on the schedule. I'm just putting it in because it's so beautiful. You have to see it. All right, last one up that I got today. Yes, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on A Clockwork Orange 4K. I was getting some comments that I would regret it. You won't be able to find it. You might as well pick it up. And because I kind of had the feeling it was going to be very light out there in stores today, I wasn't seeing a lot of new releases, like tons of new releases, because I had already pre-ordered so much. I wasn't really going to be getting a lot. So I figure I might as well pick up Clockwork Orange on 4K. So I did pull the trigger on this one and get it. So that is everything that I got today in the mail and in store. Let me know down below, what did you find when you went out today? Did you find Halloween, all 5 in store, or American Psycho? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.